Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now we're in front of the trial door with the eerie BGM, which, my god, this game has the best tone setting BGM, or at least one of the best that I've seen out of all the games that I've played. It's ridiculous. Then again, this is a game that is made to be a visual novel, so it makes sense. Anyways, Monokuma, right off the bat, fantastic. Oh god. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna
Okie
do?
dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. You can touch people? Actually, never mind, you can. People just can't commit violence against you. And just like what he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, yeah, fantastic. She's about to chomp someone's head off. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Whoa, so now everyone's here, right? Okay, then hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Fantastic. And so, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had problems with her. At least not that we knew of. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Can we just I don't feel like damaging my voice box right now. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walk towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. And as soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend into the depths of trial Hades. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated it! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, you're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all.
Well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills.
Thrills, chills, kills. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. They're chairs? I thought they're just podiums that we stood on for like 2.5 hours. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Can we not repeat this over and over again, Makoto? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. God damn it, a deadly clash. Yes! Don't say it again, Makoto. You did this the first time, it's wearing off. Okay, so we have a new skill from Kyoko. So, neutral liberation. The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate in Hangman's Gambit and the bullet time battle. Cost 5 SP, fantastic. Melodious voice. I have a wicked amount of SP and I don't have enough skills. Which is, I mean, a bit weird, but then again, I haven't really hung out with that many people in the first place. Let's go. I'm excited. I want to see who killed Chihiro. All rise, baby.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So if you can figure out who
Oh, my
did
bad.
it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
The big-ass dumbbell? First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay. Let's see our bullets. Make your argument. I gotta figure out the controls again, because it's been a while. Genocide Jack, case file, library, desk lamp, locker room, dumbbell. Well, we're going with the dumbbell, of course.
It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file,
Okay.
the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Wrong! Objection!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong! I forgot this isn't Phoenix Wright, it's Makoto.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Yeah, you know, the one with blood all over it?
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
It's not that much of an extreme thing to do, Ina.
Yay! That's so creepy!
What are you talking about? It's either do that or, you know, die.
If you
Jeez.
don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
It's you, Bacala.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they get hit. If they hit this line, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's always a way to keep the white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot the white noise. Okay. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. What? Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. What the hell is going to silent? What? Okay. Alright.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Oh.
I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
I see.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
This? The only thing? No, you're wrong. No, that's wrong.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Well, the method of murder, I guess, but it's like obvious. Why would you frame yourself for your own murder? It's kind of dumb.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Bloodlust.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Thank you, Hifumi. Insightful as always.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, how the victim was positioned, I guess.
I got it!
I got it!
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
With goddamn scissors, literally through the hands and feet, piercing into the back wall or whatever the hell they're suspended to. Kind of fucking wild, if you ask me. That takes some massive strength.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Well, you were the one in the library, and you found the book before anybody else knew about it, and the murder occurred after you found the book. So you seem to be the only likely culprit, Bakula. Sorry, I almost called him by his actual name, Bakula.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Well, there's two I can think of.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Nah, bruh, you sus.
No fucking way.
No, you sus. Very sus. Like Among Us sus. I saw Bakula vent, everybody.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Yeah, that's what I suspected when they said split personality disorder.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie! What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a
Or
sec.
maybe not, because Toko seems surprised by this too.
Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko? What does it mean? Oh, Hangman's Gambit? Beep 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 beep. H-I? What does... What? Wait. Schizo? A weird phrase, but I see what they're going for.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
A simpler word for that, but yeah.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
Nice.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Well, I mean, Byakuya just said this. Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual.
Yeah, she
right?
started cackling and laughing at the dead person in the room, which is probably not a thing that someone who's afraid of blood does.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? You must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yeah.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Kind of interesting. with like it's kind of like one of the things that I'm interested about when it comes to like personality disorders like that. Like, can you have one person who's allergic to something and then a split personality that's not? Because I don't know how much is like the psyche of one of the personalities would affect the body and what it reacts to. So it's like one of those interesting things, you know?
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Yeah, I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
It was to keep herself. It was to keep herself in so that Genocide Jack wouldn't come out and murder other people, I guess. But like, does Toko think that Genocide Jack killed people? So I'm guessing she's thinking that her split personality actually killed Chihiro.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Which, yeah, would make sense. What was that promise, though? She mentioned something about a promise with Bakula.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Toko, I'm not like, Toko, why would you say this to Bakula, a known dick? Like, come on, man. You know Bakula's an asshole. Gonna tell your secrets to everybody.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Harsh but fair.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Ah, I see. So yeah, Toko does think that her split personality got Chihiro killed.
But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. Yeah.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Bruh. Toko. Bruh.
That's the only reason I promised.
Are you saying you would have just let Genocide Jack go ham if he didn't promise to go out with you? Damn, Toko. Calm down, Jesus.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Oh. Oh, fantastic.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
There's no way. There's like no way.
Your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Yes, kill him. Kill him, Toko.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Oh, can she switch just like that?
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second, did she faint? What in the
Hello there.
what?
Is it me you were hoping to see?
What in the 7 shades of finger licking good is this? Your tongue looks like a jalapeno hanging out of your mouth, miss. God, why do you have your tongue out? Jesus, what is, are you high? Why are your pupils dilated? What are you psycho? Crazy person. Immediate avoid, but strangely enough, attraction levels up. They say don't go out with crazy, but you know.
What the heck?
Might want to move over, buddy.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
I'm curious as to whether the school knew that she had a secret serial killer hidden inside of her, thus giving her the name Ultimate Murderous Fiend. Cause like, to be honest, I wouldn't put it behind the school.
What the fuck is this?
Indeed.
Toko, what happened to you?
Personality switch, buddy.
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality.
I like this person better.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
I like this one better. Holy hot Jesus Christ.
She's so intense.
She crazy.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Nobody says that.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, she's a serial killer, Sakura.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
What does that mean?
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Okay.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane. She's beyond insane.
Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh my god. You know what? I fucking love her.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
You've managed to freak out Monokuma. God damn. She's a keeper. Ladies and gents, she's a keeper.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
What? I gotta stop being surprised by what this serial killer's saying.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Okay, so she's crazy, but she's not that crazy. Okay. All right. Yes. Same, Makoto.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
No, she denied it. At least I think. Actually, no, she said just kidding. But then again, I probably shouldn't put so much stock in what so much stock in what a serial killer says to everybody.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Wait, what's the motive?
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Oh, I guess. But like, there's no guarantee that other people, for instance, you, didn't have any secrets like that as well.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
I guess.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine
anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
How about a person that had a book in a library that knew about the methods of her murders? How about that person, Celeste?
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Okay, calm down, calm your tits. Because first off, if we get the wrong person just because of our bias, we're all gonna die. So it's probably best to maybe put a little stock into what the serial killer has to say. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get more details about all of this. Make your argument. Library desk lamp, status of dead body, disappearing stain.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
I guess the modus operandi didn't really match the body 1-to-1 per se. It just looks the same.
Sorry, but
So
I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Huh.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof
God damn it.
do we need?
Can I skip forward?
Give it up. You killed her.
All right, no, it's she. I don't think she's the real killer.
Kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Nobody else has an alibi, except for like maybe two people who hang out with each other constantly, like Aoi and Hasahina. Like no, like Sakura and Asahina. No, that's wrong.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How is it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Love your comparisons.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
I understood that perfectly fine, Makoto. I don't know what you're talking about.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders, the style of the bloody message, the victim's fatal injury. Oh, this one was hit with a big ass dumbbell, and then the ones in the actual cases are hung up and I guess bleed to death with the scissors.
For one, the cause of death is different.
I didn't realize that.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Actually, well, that wouldn't really matter, right? Because like maybe the serial killer doesn't have her choice of weapon. So like in these cases it's scissors. So maybe she didn't have scissors, so she went with something else. So I guess we're back where we started then.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, brutal.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
All right, you lost me.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. When she was suspended, what she was used to, what was used to suspend her. Gotcha now, god damn it, Bakula.
The killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It's not a rope. It's not a goddamn rope. We figured it out, right? Because, like, the extension cord went missing. And that looks like the extension cord thingy mabobs. I thought it was 2 ropes at first, too, but that's not what rope looks like.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Wait, but yeah, like I said, if she doesn't have the scissors, because we've been trapped in the school for the last couple of days, then it doesn't make a difference. We're back at where we started.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
So will you just, like, not murder anyone if you don't have your scissors?
And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac.
Oh my god.
Actually, one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit? I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was her lover, yes. Because Chihiro was her friend. Because Chihiro... Oh. All the murder victims were guys? I guess? I assume that they just showed us enough cases to assume that everyone's been being killed. Okay, but I guess it's like... You only kill guys as a serial killer?
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Ano Ise 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30, Kamatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohia, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no intent. Yes.
They were all guys?
Oh snap, run away, all the guys.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Oh god. Oh no. What's that called? Yandere? Oh god. Jesus.
I'm so embarrassed!
We're trapped in the school with a yandere.
The hell is wrong with you?
Yes.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Damn.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Keep going with the cooking analogies and maybe I'll, like, completely exonerate you.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
I guess, but why would she just not kill one of the boys here then? There are adorable little guys in our presence. Why not just kill one of them? Makes no sense.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Yes.
Lowly? Cur?
Yes. Bakula, take that.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That's what I've been saying.
That does make some amount of
That's
sense.
what I've been saying.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
World.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
World.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, snap. Oh! Run! Psycho! She's gonna kill all the men in the room! Except for Hifumi.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Where were you hiding those?
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors?
You're wearing a skirt, right?
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
It's Bakula. Bakula.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yes.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
There's Bakula knew.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer
Guys,
or whatever.
how did Bakula know about it before all of this murdering started? Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. It's Bakula. I saw him venting yesterday. You.
Here's my answer.
You're the
Yup,
one.
yeah. It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Yeah, you rich.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
That too.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Oh, snap. Byakuya, you better hide after this trial. Actually, no, if you killed her, actually, never mind. I guess you're gonna die. Well, I was gonna say you better hide from her because she thinks you're adorable, but bye.
Well, Byakuya,
Bakula.
what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
All right, you're kind of throwing me off because you're too chill. Did you actually do it?
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Well, first things first, you asked me to come investigate with you. That's weird, bro. You're like the most antisocial asshole around here.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. In the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with a girl's locker room. Oh, yeah, and I said he was a pervert because of that. Yeah, I remember. Why would you specifically ask to check the girl's locker room first, Byakuya?
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
How would you know that? How would you know that? Before we found the body? Bakula, you sneaky sussy baka. You pervert. You menace to society. Goddamn Spider-Man imposter.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
There's plenty what are you talking about?
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Yes.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
How would you know about the person who died if you didn't find the body yet?
Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Or if you didn't kill her in the first place? There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya said just now. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. More tutorials. Fantastic. Next, we're going to add something called Truth Flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't have the answer or to a lie or contradiction in your loaded bullets, it might be wise to memorize a few weak spots and use that to make your case. I see. So like using people's phrases against them. When's the best time to use time flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't ya? In this case, though, I will say if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, I love how this debate style is like just unraveling and adding some more stuff to it. Make it more difficult.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Uh-huh.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take
Well,
it.
yeah, that's you.
A natural reaction for any guy.
Nah, that's just you. You're the fanfic
victim
creator.
was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Oh, hold on.
So of course,
Oh,
I would
no.
suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
Jesus.
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
Well, you...
wish you'd taken me with you.
Shut up. What the hell is wrong with you? Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a contradiction there. I need to make that contradiction clear. So yeah, I think so it's simple. Before we found the body, how would he know that Chihiro was the victim?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
Shut up.
That's a natural reaction for
Shut up,
any
Hifumi.
guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who
Fantastic.
was a girl. So of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
Everything, Bakula.
wish you'd
Everything.
taken me with you.
Alright.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before
Wait,
we
what?
found the body.
Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird's going on. I need to think about it one more time. Backwards?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
Why don't they just make that interchangeable? That seems kind of stupid.
The opportunity to check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yes.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yeah, dummy. Aren't you supposed to be like the ultimate affluent progeny? Smarty pants, Mr. Know-it-all, Mr. Winner.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Yo, why are you so chill? Did you actually not do it?
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he doesn't even care. It's like he's not worried. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Is it the cord?
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
You use the cord. James Corden. The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Alright, let's see. Bakula. Bakula Spakula. Library desk lamp Celeste's account disappearing stain.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I
Okay, sorry about that. I thought I heard something.
use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's wrong.
That's right. It absolutely was.
No,
Then
it's
there
wrong.
must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It's not rope.
Where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Lies.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden
God
away
damn it.
somewhere.
What? The difference between the cases?
Can I not fast forward?
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that.
There it is. Okay. Fantastic. No, that's wrong. You used it to connect the lamp. Get good, Bakula.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense. Cause I don't think so. Boys can't go into the locker room because of the ID system, right?
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
I think that part's true though, right?
Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right?
Alright,
Byakuya's the killer.
so if Byakuya is not the killer, he just rearranged the body? But like, how would he get the body in the first place? Right?
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Something feels wrong.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
The first part. I can't tell how you got the body. Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Yaku's remarks just now. There's something in there that concerns me. Wait. Scene of the crime? Wait, what'd he say?
You killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He can't get in there.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
What are you talking about?
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
What?
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later. Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yeah, like the carpet and the poster.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying
Oh,
all that.
Byakuya. You mad, bro? You mad that I know something you don't?
I believe I do.
Get good, you scrub. Hey, Bakula, did I just take you off guard? Yeah, he mad. Get good, scrub. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Bakula, who'd been confident until now, maybe Bakula never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. I need to focus on those things that got switched. So, the posters... we didn't link the carpets, but the posters...
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
Big booby.
But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
It's not the most compelling case. I would go with a rug.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Thank you, Genocide Jill.
Meanwhile,
Or Genocide
boys'
Jack, whatever the hell we
had
call you now.
a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yep.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Oh, good. He put it together in his head. Fantastic. Okay.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Indeed.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
The carpets were swapped, I guess, to mislead people into thinking that the body had been murdered in the girls' locker room when it was indeed the boys. So one of the guys killed her. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Here. Boys' locker room carpet.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Coffee, kofefi.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Like I said, the entire scene of the crime was shifted.
But why would anyone do that?
They're trying to pin the crimes on one of you girls.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Because they don't want people to find out? Makes it even harder. Cause like, remember, if they're found out, then they get murdered by Monokuma. There's plenty of reasoning, I would say.
Huh? Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Oh, shoot. That's true. Crap.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Okay, follow my reasoning here. What if it's one of those loopholes where the wording of the rule is there? So Monokuma said that if someone tried to follow behind someone with a key card that scanned and is walking through the door, then the Gatling gun would shoot him. But what if that person that scanned the key card to get in was bringing the person along willingly with them? Therefore, it's not a rule violation because the person is not following the other person in. The person is being taken, right? So that's technically not a rule violation, right?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh, damn, you're gonna contribute, Hiro?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Fantastic. Bombastic. All right, boys' locker room carpet, broken e-handbook, 2 locker room posters. Broken e-handbook, I guess?
Is it
Yeah.
really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
She's an ultimate programmer.
Programmer, after all.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
Are those even hackable?
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Oh.
No.
Nice, Hiro. You contributed. Bro, respect. Respect.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Honestly, I thought Hiro was gonna say some stupid shit, but like, wow. Nice job, Hiro.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
But like, this gives us more of an inning into like how Chihiro could have gotten into the locker room. So it's good that he brought it up in the first place.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Well, borrowing it, not like taking it. Or like, no, lending it, not like, well, no, borrowing it, not taking it. And technically, since the people that they're being borrowed from are dead, it's not borrowing anymore, it's just taking it for yourself.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing.
Oh yeah, whatever the hell kind of word, it's still kind of stupid reasoning. They should just say that it's because the person's dead that they can just take it and it becomes their own property. Because they're not borrowing it from anyone else anymore.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Shut up, Hifumi.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
No, not yet. Bakula's a dick, but I think he might have not done it. Because he was even caught by surprise when Makoto gave him new evidence. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Bakula was the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Yes, Kyoko, tag in.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Shut up, Mondo.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Okay.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Well, shoot, I didn't know we could do that.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was back to the scene of the crime. Okay.
The girls' locker room? We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like,
not you.
Our hands?
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds.
You're religious? Bro, you're a psychic.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Wow, Asahina. Wow. Sexist. Damn. Asahina. It's 2022. God damn it. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
What, is there another e-handbook on her?
What? This is... What is this?
Oh, Jesus! Super Saiyan 5! Super Saiyan 6! Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Sakura!
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
Is a boy!
Oh! Damn! Oh, shit! Whoa! Damn! I did not see that coming. Holy crap! So, transgender? Or just like cross-dresser? Damn. I was not expecting that. So he couldn't get into the, or well, he could get into the boys' locker room because his e-handbook knew he was a biological boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting.
Okay. How did you figure this out, Kyoko? Were you touching his pee-pee? Kyoko was touching his pee-pee?
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Oh. Thank you, Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Too late.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
And then everyone just walked back silently to the elevator and then silently rode the elevator down back to the courtroom. And then we started yelling at each other again. Yes.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Well, then that validates all the arguments that Makoto was making.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even come to mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Okay, how would you know that, Byakuya? Were you staring like a perv? Bakula, are you a secret perv? Are you a closet pervert, Bakula? I knew this. Called it.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Well, not really. We don't know who the killer is.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
I don't think so.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yeah, he's a psycho. He's a psycho dick.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
Yeah, that too.
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Stop being such a dick.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why would you look in the girls' locker room, though?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
I want to say he's a psycho, but I don't think that's it. I think he genuinely thought that Genocide Jack killed someone, and he knew that since we didn't know that Genocide Jack was with us in the building, we would probably not in a million years ever guess that it was Genocide Jack. So he was literally just setting up the crime scene to make it look like Genocide Jack did it because he really thought that she did do it. right? But like, okay, it's still kind of fucked up, and Byakuya is still a dick. But I don't think he was doing this just because he's crazy. I think he was doing this for an actual reason.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, Bakula didn't do it, Hiro.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
I just noticed Celeste has barely talked in this trial at all.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Stop. God, stop making something. Stop making everything sound fucking pompous, Bakula. Makes you sound like an asshole. Alright, but if Bakula didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer is a guy, first things first. Because they were killed in the boys' locker room. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find more clues. Okay. I've got nothing. Library desk lamp disappearing stain Celeste's account. I guess we're going with the one we haven't used yet.
Is there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Oh, Celeste did.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
No,
over.
I didn't want to absorb it. I just wanted to shoot.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
Oh no, this one's right.
No, that's wrong.
I thought the other one was right. Because they were talking about another person who saw the
I
victim.
believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Oh, right. We didn't. Chihiro was in his normal clothing.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Why would that matter, though? I mean, there's still the dead body. If the tracksuit was on Chihiro, it wouldn't make a difference, would it?
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
I guess. I mean, it could also be that he was just in a hurry because he didn't want anyone to see him like you did.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Yeah, it could have been any of the boys. Except for Makoto and Byakuya. So, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi. Is there another guy? Oh, I don't think there is.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
What?
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
I got nothing.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Okay.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
I don't see what connection there would be between a random jacket and the killer.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Yeah.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Hold on. How would you know that?
Tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Did Celeste say the
I
color?
have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to
Okay, she
figuring
wanted
out
me to
who
catch the killer in a
culprit is?
contradiction.
No way.
So, Mondo?
Chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Yes, I did. Are you saying there's something off about what someone just said? Yes.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
What would I even shoot that against?
Shoot! First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose
Or
the
maybe I
specific
should
tracksuit
just-
that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Celeste's account?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because
I thought we were supposed to... Okay, hold on. So maybe I have to shoot it with Celeste's account because she didn't say the color?
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
I thought I had to use his own words against him. Like a contradiction.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Well, because I just...
Oh no. Mondo. Why?
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Nobody else saw them.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Cherry.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
But like, why wouldn't you say that before then?
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
So you couldn't have seen it hanging out.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kyoko MVP.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
How did you figure it out, Kyoko, though?
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting, because I hate him. The way he was acting, the way he talked, the way... What? The way he was acting, the way he talked. The way he was acting? I have no idea.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
Oh. Okay. That's not concrete, though. You can interchange them. Well, you can interchange dude. You can't interchange chick. Like, Kyoko, I could say, hey, dude, what are you doing? That doesn't mean I'm calling you a guy.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that!
Oh,
This
God.
is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Out with it.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Where? You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Oh.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point. I guess.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just make a rule that's like, if someone intentionally breaks the e-handbook from this point forth, they shall be punished.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High temperatures?
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Thank you for the commercial break, Monokuma. I'll keep that in mind.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you
Thank
found
you,
the
Makoto.
victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it
Oh
broke?
crap, that's exactly what happened. Remember that stupid competition between Mondo and Taka? I think Mondo was wearing his clothes. They might have been in his pockets or something.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Mondo.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
You know, Taka. You already know. I still don't know what his motive for killing Chihiro is. Was your secret really that bad that you wanted to keep it obscured? By killing Chihiro? The person who you were talking about protecting and stuff?
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because he's the most likely culprit.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Taka, I know you became penis bros 2 days ago, but you gotta chill. You gotta chill, because it's either he dies or we all die.
I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Did we? Okay. I don't think we even had solid proof for Leon's case. I think that was all circumstantial evidence. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's see. Broken e-handbook, Aoi's account, Genocide Jack case file, Chihiro's e-handbook, card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Yeah, and he would have someone else's.
Handbook works just
Wrong. This is yours, right?
No, that's wrong.
I'm assuming the broken one is yours and then you took someone else's from the main lobby?
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Yeah, got him.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Show me your handbook.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
And that would make sense considering everything that he's gone through in the last couple of days.
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
Yep, so all we need to do is turn it on and then it'll display the name of the person who owns it.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
No, it's stupid wording.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, you don't have to exchange anything. You can just take them. There's no rule against having more than one e-handbook, is there? So, I don't know, future cases might hinge on this type of crap too.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
This is gonna be devastating for Taka. It sucks. All right, so let's see. Chihiro's rummaging through the boxes for a tracksuit. She is spotted by Celeste. Celeste sees the tracksuit sticking out. Chihiro stuffs it all the way in. He runs off to the gym. The locker rooms. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. This. Oh no, actually this, because it says in. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? Chihiro went into the male locker room. Greeted by the person she asked to help him train. Facing away from the person. He hasn't been hit by the dumbbell yet, so there's no blood on it yet. So I guess he's lifting. Do you even lift, bro? He's lifting some dumbbells. Behind Chihiro. Chihiro sees for a split second and splat. Murder took place. Some blood splattered onto something. Some blood. No. Hold on. No, there's blood on the dumbbell because Chihiro was hit with it directly. So it splattered this. It splattered onto the poster, and then it splattered onto the ground from the poster. He drops the dumbbell. Chihiro's dead on the ground. He starts cleaning up the crime scene. To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet and something else. So this looks like he's here. So that, and then he takes Chihiro's body. Which locker room did the killer move to? The girls used one of the girls' handbooks to go into the girls' locker room. The killer took something from the other room and switched it. Oh, are we back to the poster? I think we're back to the poster. So this is him putting the poster up in the girls' locker room. I'm guessing he's exhausted from having to move all that crap. Byakuya comes in looking like a psychopath. He's like, "Oh my god, a dead body. I'm gonna stare up that skirt because I'm a secret closet pervert." Anyways, messed up. But okay, this is messed up in general, just like tampering with a dead body. Anyways, so this is already here. This is on the next panel over. So the extension cord, since that was the emphasis for some of this trial. All right, then he hung Chihiro up and he took some of Chihiro's blood to write the message. This is the sauna, so he's walking into the sauna. He throws the e-handbook and the e-handbook is crackling. Okay, hopefully I got everything right.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
This has nothing to do with the case, but I just noticed that Celeste has like a little iron thing on her finger. Kind of weird. Kind of like armor. I'm gonna take a picture of that. All right.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Yeah, he could have simply borrowed the girls' thingies from the main hall, right?
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
What a brutal way to hang someone. He's literally tied Chihiro's hands up to the side and tied the extension cord around his neck. Fucking brutal, bro. And psychotic. Not as psychotic as taking that victim's blood and riding behind them. But, you know. Like I said, it could be that Byakuya thought genuinely that Genocide Jack was the killer, and he was just trying to set Genocide Jack up so that we could follow the clues and come to that conclusion. Hopefully I'm not giving him too much credit.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
That was kind of a stupid move, no? Cause like Mondo could have just disposed of that handbook like he disposed of Chihiro's bag and tracksuit. So let's say he threw the bag and tracksuit into the incinerator in the garbage room. If he did that with the handbook, it would be just fine as well. And not to mention, it wouldn't leave any evidence behind. If he didn't leave that handbook behind, then we wouldn't be thinking he switched the ebooks or anything. So that's one big mess up that Mondo did. Kinda whack, bro. Gotta cover your evidence. You gotta cover your tracks. What a scrub.
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Mondo. Mondiferous.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer? That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. All I have to do is check that one item off his, and everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push the X triangle button however you want to show the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access a special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gentle is for scrubs.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote.
I play rhythm games, bro. You think this is gonna stop me?
I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence.
Final strike, baby. Broken e-handbook. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop protecting your bro. No, it sucks, but...
So far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Damn.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Damn. I still don't know why he did it. I don't know what motive Mondo has to kill Chihiro. Makes no sense.
What?
Oh, okay. Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Shimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no wait. No wait. Yes. No wait. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward the text. Thank you, Monokuma. Fantastic. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex has already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Thank you, Monokuma. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall apart. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to overcome and become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger, that little bitch!
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell the person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went... Oh, this is another game. This is another mistake. They keep mischaracterizing some of the text. That's kind of annoying. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? I guess. Giving him a bit too much credit, though. It could also just be for the simple fact that he wanted to cover up his murder.
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving a body keep it secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then, Mondo did all this to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. Your secret's that bad? Damn. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is
That's
this?
impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something you didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Oh. Damn. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a certain gang in the first place was because of the certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his family's his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust out of respect. God damn it. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang for his old brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. So he did it because of jealousy? The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this game with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why... I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Are you telling me Mondo also has an inferiority complex to his brother? Jesus. This is crazy. The dude is hardly lacking strength. But I guess when you're looking up to someone, you just don't have perspective on these things. Once, just one time, No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into the oncoming traffic. What a dumbass! But suddenly... Oh... Oh. Laying in his kid brother's arm, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. That's so fucked. Monokuma, your choice of words really changed my perception. I thought Mondo was just about to kill his brother to take over his gang out of jealousy. That's how you made it seem, but his brother just died protecting him because it was an accident. What? Monokuma, you're a dick. Alright. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused that incident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to this kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Damn. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of most embarrassing secrets. And at that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would just be ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept this secret all this time, right? If anyone find out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
Mm-hmm. I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I
No,
just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. Damn. Shit, bro. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
This is so fucked, bro. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in his heart. And a heart like this to top it off. And it turned him into a cold-blooded person. Me misreading everything. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from a past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human being in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regret from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see any hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well, now,
That's
well,
what I
now,
promised
well,
you,
now,
right?
well, now.
A blackened that disturbs the peace will get punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Rip Mondo. You know, during this case, my respect for Mondo actually went up tenfold, to be quite honest. I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh my god, did I see that right? Monokuma has bugle hair too? Oh my god. I know I shouldn't be laughing. This is an execution, but my goodness, the absurdity. The cage of death. So he's going to G-force him to death? You're enjoying this way too much, Monokuma. And he's electrocuting him. Okay. Ooh. Damn. Disintegrated him to death? That is... Whoa. What? I can't believe it's not butter. What the hell? What? How did that make butter? Monokuma, I don't understand, but sure. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace, if you say so. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Jesus. As Taka's sad scream invaded our skulls, we were forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Bakula? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead, do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mono's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Okay, never mind. I gave him too much credit. He's just being a dick. My God. Psycho. His voice was calm and emotionless. Like the voice of death, it chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. That night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. You knew all this time? You massive asshole. You could have just said something from the beginning. After he'd gone, I looked inside and I saw the corpse. What? You mean you already witnessed the murder? Bruh. He was such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. If that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. Yeah. Okay, so he knew who murdered Chihiro. He just wanted to make it more interesting. He's a psycho dick asshole. Fantastic. I gave you too much credit, Byakuya. Or sorry, Bakula. I'm never gonna call you by your real name ever again, Bakula. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
let's see.
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured it out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. But that's stupid. Because who would believe you after your credibility takes a huge dog shit? After everyone figures out you manipulated the body. Nobody would have believed you just saying Mondo did it. That's not how things work, Byakuya. So you would have gotten everyone killed with your bullshit. Of course. Bakula turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I know who I have to watch out for now. Yeah, bitch, that's right, I'm coming for ya. You hear that? It's whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. You better watch out. I'm gonna be looking out for you, Bakula, sorry. I'm gonna be looking out for you, Bakula. You're very sus. You might actually murder someone, Bakula. You're a danger to everyone. You're a psycho. You done gone crazy. Ooh.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. What does that mean? We're just 15 people, or we were 15 people. That's hardly mankind.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? 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 Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family, truly you understand me. So exciting. Woohoo! I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you. Understand? Oh my god, you stole that from a movie, Bakula.
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear whatever it takes, I will kill you. Woohoo! Temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap. Woohoo! I can't do that laugh. That laugh will instantly kill my voice. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondu, baby. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
The hell is this?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Girl went and killed someone. You mean Sayaka? How she tried to kill someone and started the game? Because a girl has not killed anyone yet, at least.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
We got a traitor? We got a sus among us? Damn. Okay, that's a twist. So we've got Byakuya to look out for, and then we've got another person to look out for?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Okay, random voice. I'm just gonna do my normal voice. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. Of course, fantastic. I knew that courtroom layout had something to do with it. But okay, now we have to watch out for Byakuya, this person who is supposedly working with Monokuma, and that 16th student. 3 people to watch out for. That's gonna be interesting to see how all that turns out.
Ooh. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Okay, interesting. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. The end. Down to 10 people. Damn. But like I said before, brightness into dark, I've got 2 less people to voice act. Alright, you received the crazy diamond present. No, I'll do it in like 20 minutes. Actually, I should have saved. Damn. But whatever. Oh, someone's crying? Oh.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Developers. Never mind. This is supposed to be a sad scene.
But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Wow, your room is decorated as hell. Glazed donuts, twisted donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh, God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts is an absolute necessity. Yes, I read that right. All the way, 100%. Terminator?
Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse. Someone trying to break their e-handbooks again?
But
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? The hell is that? Looks like Chihiro's head. But if I take a closer look, it looks like it's on some kind of string. Okay, what a wonderful start to chapter 3. A next generation legend stands tall, galactic hero. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today.
Oh.
That is rather unusual for her. Normally, she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us then. Looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Oh. He's just... Taka's gone. Kinda weird. Kinda eerie. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that's happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must have been because of Mondo. Two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro, and then having to watch Mondo get punished, and nothing he can do about it. I can't even imagine what that must have done to him.
well,
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help is ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever?
Well,
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, or every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? I need my Wi-Fi. I need YouTube. I need anime, goddammit. In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for? Anime, Wi-Fi, YouTube, everything. Monokuma, if you give me Wi-Fi, we'll live in here for peace, in peace forever.
is that okay? okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case is our current situation not... Demon angels, pretty pudgy princess.
Huh?
Maggie, the jewel shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, cat girl, dog boy, Robo Justice, the galactic king, and... What I mean is, there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Taka's catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. Yeah, no. So, we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Actually, that's pretty smart, Hero. Never mind, you can be the leader. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean, since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Then once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problems with that, Celeste? There may be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our lives here. Oh, I forgot her accent for a moment there. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation. Toko?
You called for me, and so I appear.
Genocide Jill. You called for me and so I appear. Genocide.
What?
Nobody called for you. What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally, I have a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in the cave from me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer and with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype.
You SOB!
I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a serial killer with a split personality, yeah. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even with the biggest stars, need the little people to hold them up. Thank you, Genocide. I needed your psychotic episode right now. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right. Let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Jesus Christ. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after our much needed, very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so I'm gonna, since we got all those monocoins from the class trial, I'm gonna go to the school store. But since it's like 108 monocoins, since it's just 108 monocoins, it's gonna take a while for me to go through all them to like get some prizes from the mono machine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it off here. It's a perfect spot to leave it off, actually. I'm gonna do all that crap off screen, and then we'll investigate the school next episode, and then we'll just move on from there. Anyways, that class trial was very interesting. It actually made me view Mondo in a whole different way. Same with Chihiro. In fact, my respect for both of them grew immensely during that trial. It was just such a messed up situation for both of them, and it was really sad. But yeah, I'll get over it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see my future content. Thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Keep pimpin', my Monokuma, actually my Bacula hating pimps.